Good evening, dear students. Today we will be starting off with the 12th chapter of Moral Science, Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda. Okay, this is the 12th chapter of your book from Moral Science. I will read it and then I will explain it to you. Okay. So Swami Vivekananda was born on 12th January 1863 in Calcutta, now called Kolkata. He was originally known as Narendranath Datta. His father, Vishwanath Datta, was an attorney general in Calcutta High Court. His mother, Bhuvaneshwari Devi, was a pious housewife. Narendranath's thinking and personality was influenced by his parents, by his father's rational mind, and by his mother's religious temperament. From his mother, he learned the power of self control. Young Naren was an expert in meditation and could enter the state of samadhi very easily. Every night he saw a light while falling asleep. Once he had a vision of Buddha during his meditation, and throughout his childhood, he had a great fascination for wandering ascetics and monks. However, this was not at all that he was interested in. He was also an expert in games and pranks, and even at his young age, when playing with other children, he showed remarkable leadership qualities. Narendranath was an ardent disciple of Sri Ramakrishna Paramhamsa. He met his wise man while studying for his graduation and was instantly attracted to his personality. The famous Sri Ramakrishna gradually became Narendranath's guru. As a student, he was a genius. He not only studied literature, science, and philosophy, he also learned about religions. He believed in one God and who is formless and universal. In his words, service to mankind is the most effective form of worshipping God. Naren's exceptional abilities, his intelligence, and prodigious memory set him apart as leader right from his school days. He had a flair for drawing, a melodious voice, and a knack for public speaking. He also excelled in sports such as rowing, swimming, wrestling, and riding. Narendra, or Swami Vivekananda as he came to be known, was a master storyteller whose words were as magnetic as his personality. When he spoke, everyone listened in rapt attention. They would forget what they were doing as they were absorbed in what he was saying. He is just one of the many stories he loved to tell. Once in heaven, there was a discussion among the gods to decide where the miraculous secret power, the power by which man can achieve anything in this world, should be hidden. One of the gods suggested that it could be kept in the depths of the sea. Another said it could be buried on the top of high mountains. The third was sure that a cave in the woods would be the only sensible place to hide it. At last, the most intelligent among them said, "Keep it in the depths of man's mind. He will never suspect that power is hidden there, because right from his childhood, his mind is prone to wandering, and he will not look within. Only the intelligent among them will look within, and they may use the power to become great." All the gods agreed, so the difference between two people lies in their minds. One knows how to tap its power and the other doesn't. The truth expressed here is that in the depths of man's mind lies hidden the miraculous power which makes some people great. Swami Vivekananda used to say, "What you think, that you will be. If you think yourselves weak, weak you will be. If you think yourselves strong, strong you will be." Once in America, Swami Vivekananda was watching some boys who were standing on a bridge. The boys were trying to shoot at the eggshells that were floating on the river, but they kept missing the target. Swamiji took the gun from them and aimed it at the shells. He fired 12 times and every single shot hit the eggshells. The boys asked Swamiji, "Well, mister, tell us, how did you do it?" Swamiji said, "Whatever you are doing, put your whole mind in it. If you are shooting, Your mind should be only on the target. Then you will never miss. If you are learning your lessons, think only of your lessons. In my country, boys are taught to do this. He taught those boys the power of concentration. As he traveled all over the world, he felt ashamed at the degenerating plight of our nation and called it a lunatic asylum. India was filled with people who believed in superstitions, who followed the caste system, who divided the society like apartheid, who never seemed to commit to positive change. As he saw it, social tyranny was hindering the progress. So Swamiji called on young Indians to come out of their narrow holes and look beyond. He believed that it is our own mental attitude which makes the world what is for us, that our thoughts make things beautiful, that our thoughts make things ugly, that the whole world is in our minds, that we must learn to see things in their proper light. He used to say, if you are really my children, you will fear nothing, stop at nothing. You will be like lions. We must rouse India and the whole world. No need for looking behind, forward. We want infinite energy, infinite zeal, infinite courage, and infinite patience. Then only you will be great things to achieve. Okay. Okay, so we have completed the chapter, and I'll just read out next to explain you the chapter in more explicit way, and then we will get on to the meanings, right? So I'll just read the chapter once more. Okay, so Swami Vivekananda was born on 12th January 1863 in Calcutta, now called Kolkata. He was originally known as Narendranath Datta. He was originally known as Narendranath Datta. His father, Vishwanath Datta, was an attorney general in Calcutta High Court. His mother, Bhuvaneshwari Devi, was a pious housewife. So, what do you mean by pious? Pious means religious. Okay. Narendranath's thinking and personality were influenced by his parents, by his father's rational mind and by his mother's religious temperament. From his mother, he learned the power of self-control. Young Naren was an expert in meditation and could enter the state of samadhi very easily. What does this thing mean? Actually, from his child, he was an expert in meditation and could enter the state of samadhi. Samadhi means something, five achievements, like your five states of mind, very easily. Every night he saw a light while falling asleep. Once he had a vision of Buddha during meditation, and throughout his childhood he had great fascination for wandering ascetics and monks. However, this was not at all that he was interested in. He was also an expert in games and pranks, and even at his young age, while playing with other children, he showed remarkable leadership qualities. So, what did Vivekananda was an expert in? He was also an expert in other sports or games that you consider, right? Narendranath was an ardent disciple of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. What do you mean by ardent? Ardent means he was a strong discipline of staunch supporter or strong discipline of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He met this wise man while studying for his graduation and was instantly attracted to his personality. The famous Sri Ramakrishna became Narendranath's guru. As a student, he was a genius. He not only studied literature, science, and philosophy, he also learned about religion. So, what happened? He studied various religions. He believed in one God who is formless and universal. In his words, service to mankind is the most effective form of worshipping God. Naren's exceptional abilities, his intelligence and prodigious memory. Prodigious means something, something beyond excellence. Set him apart as a leader right from his school days. He had a flair for drawing, a melodious voice, and a knack for public speaking. We've also explained excelled in sports such as rowing, swimming, wrestling, and riding. Okay, so I think I should stop here. Next day we will continue just from the where we have left today. Thank you very much.